super excited to support you, and I think your idea of showing Florida and what we got going on is perfect. Last question for you, and that's kind of a question I've got for myself, for Leo, for our community leading up to our Parkinson's ride on April 13th, which is of course super important for me. Why do you ride? I know that there's a lot of reasons that we've discussed today, but why do you think you do that?
I would say maybe it's like 3-4 reasons for it. First, I would say that I don't know yet because I haven't go to a doctor and check that out. But I think, to be honest, I have ADHD. I always felt from when I was a kid that when I was running or doing some kind of sport, I felt like that I was in the right environment and that I used my energy doing something. So I always felt like I wanted to do something. I couldn't be still. So sports been my kind of treatment or medicine where I felt like doing this. I'm a normal person and I control myself. And actually, I reading Michael Phelps' book. He had the same. He had ADHD and he was swimming 7-8 hours every day. And his mom was super happy that he was doing something. Because to be honest, when you have that kind of energy, if you don't use the right channel, you will have problem with alcohol, with drugs, with smoke, or it's easy to do something that is not good for your health. So I choose the sports side, and I work in that with my daughter as well. I want her to focus on the sports side, so you can use that energy, that fire you have inside, towards sports. The other thing is that since I always been traveling a lot around the world, I found out that doing cycling is the easiest way to connect with people. Well, for example, when I was in Italy, I went out of the hotel, I took a coffee, and I went out for a ride. After maybe 1 hour, I could see a cyclist. I would say good morning to him, he would say good morning to you. And then from there, you could just like starting a conversation. And then at the end of the ride, you had a new friend. Like, for example, for 4 or 5 years ago, I did a big race in Belgium. It's called Flanders. The day before the Flanders. So Flanders, the pros, they do it on Sunday. Saturday is for the amateurs.
Right.
So I raced the amateurs race. But previous to that, there's a big group on Facebook called the Cycling of the World or something like that, where I post my training towards Belgium, and I say I will be there this day. And the guy that was living in Belgium from Spain told me like, oh, I live very close to the start line, so if you want to stay at my place, you're welcome. I didn't think about it, and I went there with my wife, my daughter, but we were staying like 4 hours from the start line, and the start time was like 7, so I have to wake up like 3 o'clock or something like that. And I text this guy, I said, can I still come to your place?
Sure.
And my wife told me like, but you don't know this guy. Yeah, but he's a cyclist. We went there, the guy had Belgian beers for me, we have dinner with him. When my wife felt like I was safe, she went with my daughter, and I stayed there through the night with this guy. I had breakfast with him, I raced with him, and it's like, it's just amazing when you're doing something that you have in common with someone. It's easy to connect. We are on the same level. It doesn't matter if I speak 4 languages and you speak 1, or it doesn't matter if you have, if you are very high education and I'm not. So it's like you feel in the same place, you know. So cycling, at least for me, helps me to connect with people. It doesn't matter which country I am or place I am, and I feel free. Sometimes you have the feeling of you want to be moving, and when you are in your bike, you're moving, and you have the possibility to dream, to think, to relax, to be present and see around you, and at the same time, I want to be present here maybe 30-40 years more and be together with my daughter as long as I can, and I feel like doing sports help me to have a healthy life, if you can call it that way. So cycling in general, it's good for your health, mental health, and help you to connect with people and have friends and have a reason to wake up and look forward to maybe have this chat with your friend. Because like we were talking previous, I didn't have the need of talking to a professional doctor or psychological person when I have these mental issues, because sometimes I could use my cycling frame to just empty myself. And that's what you really need. You only need to have someone that can listen to your problems. And then in the end of the ride, you will feel like, oh, it was good.
You don't have any anymore.
Yeah.
That's your support systems.
Yeah.
That's your support systems. Yeah.
And I feel like cycling gives me that a lot. Every time I'm mad or have a problem or super stressed or have a situation going on, I can just call my friend and we go for a ride and we chat a bit, and in the end of the ride, I'm reset.
It's gone.
And I have the possibility to be more present for my family at home. Because when you come home, you're like, okay, I have my time, I have my free time. Now I can just park my bike away and try to be as much present as possible.
Well, thank you for that beautiful response. I talk about that some on my website about it. You know, cycling just creates that space where you can operate better in the world. And that's more important than probably anything about it. So appreciate your time. We can't wait to support you on this journey of yours to Unbound and beyond that. So thanks, Avi, for being here.
Thank you for you. I mean, I really appreciate you having these thoughts that you have, and you actually see the value of what we are doing. You see the value of the cycling community. You see the value of social media and podcast. It's gonna take a while, but if you really believe in that, like I do, we can maybe in 2-3 years go back here, have the same conversation and laugh about, do you remember for 3 years ago how it was?
Exactly. That's the plan.
Yeah.
And Rich Roll will be there soon with us.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that would be super cool.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.